Welcome to the New York Auto Show, where we have the brand new Hyundai Elantra N-Line that recently just got a facelift. Hyundai's new facelift includes quite a lot that's changed to the overall design of the car. You have this one singular line that kind of goes all the way down, but they didn't include it as a light bar like they did on some other models. It just kind of breaks apart and goes into a silver trim here, and they redesigned the headlights as well as the front grille. And they still have these little black plastic pieces that a lot of people didn't like on the old Elantra, but they kind of continued it all the way throughout the car, so it does look a little bit better in this case. However, I do still wish it was still body color. Now, they did redesign the wheels as well for the new N-Line in the 2024. You have these new calipers that actually say N right on them, similar to the old generation, but it does look a little bit nicer with this new rim that they put on here. And it does come with Michelin PS4S's as standard on these ones, so you'll have pretty good traction when you do launches at red lights. So the rear of the car didn't get a facelift, but it still looks pretty good. I didn't really think it needed a facelift because they still kind of kept that one iconic line that goes all the way through it. But the trunk that we can see here, they actually allow you to see the braces for the chassis in the trunk. And I forgot to mention, this is Hyundai's Performance Blue paint color, and it's probably one of my favorite colors on any car, let alone the Elantra N. And it looks really good accented with these red kind of racing lines. They're not really performance parts because they are just kind of stuck onto the car. They aren't a real diffuser or side skirts or anything like that. They don't offer any aerodynamic functionality, but it at least looks a little good, even though it is a little ricey. Moving on to the interior of the Elantra N, it's still pretty similar to the previous generation. You still have the badge here on the floor mat, the illuminated badge on these, specific to the trim N-Line bucket seats. And you also have an automatic transmission that is a wet DCT, and it's a $1,500 upgrade over the manual transmission. I don't know if that's worth it, but if it's your daily driver and you want to be able to use NYIAS, then it might be worth it to you because it will be a little bit faster than that manual transmission. But even though this is kind of a sporty sedan, you still have some very nice features like heated seats, Bose audio, as well as the digital gauge cluster and the 10-inch screen for your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. But since this is the older infotainment system, it doesn't have wireless Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, but at least you can go in and manipulate your N modes to make the car specific to how you want it to feel. Moving on to the back seats, since this is a smaller sedan, I don't have too much headroom or too much leg room, really, because if the person in front of me was any taller, it wouldn't really be able to fit. I'm 5'9", so I kind of do fit comfortably back here, but if I was any taller, it might be a little bit of a stretch. So this was the first look at the new facelifted Hyundai Elantra N. And if you want to check out other of our reviews from the New York International Auto Show, consider checking out the one that we did on the Sonata N-Line.